Thanks so much for clicking on this video. Welcome to Brian's Funhouse. In celebration of this month, we're going to look at the many great artists of the, oh, you guys are killing me, LGBTQIA. Gonna just say the gay community for time and all that. I don't think Boy George, where's Boy, gets the credit that he deserves of going out there and being who he was at a time that many, even today, many people are not willing to accept another lifestyle. As a kid, you know, the girls in the classroom in little grade school were like, ooh, I like Boy George. And I'm like, oh, I learned that Boy George doesn't like girls, he likes boys. Good. More girls for me. That was my mentality of it. I don't know how people go to the hate route. Oh, he's gay, I hate him. Like, what? Let's just get into it. This is the most gay records I own. Why? I looked at the Discogs value and I looked at the eBay recent sold, and we're going to celebrate those that are part of the LG. You know what I mean. I can't remember all those. Sorry, guys. I mean, some of the ones that didn't even make the list, but unbelievable. Village People, I love Village People, especially that second record. Where is that second record? Where are my gay records? Gay records. Where are my gay records? Where are my gay records? Gay records, okay. Village People, the second record. Well, it's like kind of the second full. It's so unbelievable. And I think only the two of the guys identified as homosexual. But this is a great little record here. And look at that cover. It's got Food Fight on it. The most punk rock song you'll ever hear on a Village People record, Food Fight. And I'm not outing anyone with this video. This is all public knowledge of people that are in the community that we're celebrating. Oh yeah, along with Boy George, Pete Burns. I don't think he ever gets the credit for just being out there, being who he was. And I mean, kids, especially, I went to high school in the 80s. And yeah, we had a few gay students and they caught crap, and I never understood it. I'm like, wait a minute, you guys are the same ones that'll cheer the New Culture Club song or Spin Me Around, but yet you're gonna hate these kids for being who they are. It's just, I don't get, I never got the hatred. And off this list, I'm wearing the shirt, Pansy Division. Oh my God, Pansy Division, waving the flag and then some. If you've ever seen them live, you know they're waving the flag and then some. Funny story, real quick. I was in a band and we were on tour and we shared a few shows with them. One was in rural Virginia, I want to say, West Virginia or Virginia. And they had just come off of opening up for Green Day when Green Day was humongous, breaking out. And they were playing a show, and their third or fourth song up, they wanted to have a collaboration with two of the guys in the band that we're going to help sing the song, and yada yada yada. So they go up there, there's no one left to sell their t-shirts and merch. I go behind their t-shirts and merch bin. They're doing the song. I kid you not. It's just so funny. This kid comes from the stage here, looks at all the merch stuff, like he's like, wait a minute, are these guys a gay band? And I was like, at what point, Pansy Division, you saw the flyer somewhere, you came out, took your 3 songs, and you're coming asking me the question? Like, I think they are. I think my response was, well, it all depends on how you take it, which was pretty witty on my end there. Witty. But yeah, Pansy Division, love them. Okay, number 10, with a value of about 20 bucks, we have 2 records. So 20 bucks isn't really that much. So these may have lost value from what I originally paid for them, but Lord knows, it's hard to find vinyls these days for 20 bucks. We're going to go with the debut from Sugar. Of course, Bob Mould. Bob Mould was unfortunately kind of outed, I think. I think it was Spin Magazine. They were kind of throwing it out there. I don't think he was ready for his personal life to be boom. But since then, he's been, whatever. So all the Who's Do fans and all that just had, oh, okay. No big deal. Sugar, Copper Blue, Bob Mould, part of the gay community. We're talking Hoover Dam is such a catchy song. Good Idea Changes. If I Can't Change Your Mind. This is a great pop record, pop rock record from Bob Mould. I forget when it came out, early 90s or something. Great stuff. I had it on cassette when it came out. In the punk rock community, of course, we had Pansy Division, we had a whole bunch of people. Someone that a lot of people were like, huh? And he came out and people were like, oh, fine, awesome. Punk rock community is usually very accepting and usually great. I've never had a bad time at a gay bar or like a gay area of town, always had a good time, so I don't understand hate. Anyway, Martin, the singer of Los Crudos, came out. Hardcore punk band, you don't think it, but yeah, he's like, hey. And Los Crudos was very important. They sung in Spanish. They brought the Latina community into the punk scene a lot here in Chicago, and it was a great thing. And if your band was on a bill, and I shared the bill with them quite some times, you knew you weren't going to match that intensity. There was an intensity of seeing Los Crudos live that you would just sit back and enjoy. Not that it was a competition, but you just knew, like, okay, yeah, they're coming on after us, or they're opening the show, and it's going to be really intense. And we're just going to try to hold on for the ride. Los Crudos. This is 1991 to 1995. Los Primeros Gritos. I can't roll my R's. Let's go to the master. Where he is? There he is. We're calling him Reginald Dwight. You may know him as Elton John. This is his, I believe, his 4th solo album. This is the Madman. Oh, I got it upside down, and that's a Madman Across the Water. You can look at it this way or this way. This was the picture disc that came out in 2022. The original album came out in 1971. What a great year that was. Look at that blue and white swirl. This is worth about $25. So probably about what I paid for it. We are going with Farrokh Bulsara, I think. You may know him as Freddie Mercury, of course, singer of Queen. Now, here's a weird one, because I don't think he officially ever came out and said, hey, I'm gay. I know at the very end he had to say, hey, I've got AIDS, and of course the newish movie about him and all that, everyone knew. But yeah, he had a hard time there, had a hard time struggling with himself about issues, and yeah, but man, as a singer, as a performer, whew, no one can hold a candle to that voice and that performance that he just loved to do here. And this is Bohemian. This is my most valuable Queen album, and this comes in about $40. This is from Record Store Day, and I believe I put down 2015. Of course, the song came out, I believe, in '75. This is Bohemian Rhapsody, with the flip side, I'm in love with my car. It's kind of, to me, it's a throwaway song, but Bohemian Rhapsody, of course, is just epic. It's overplayed now? Yes, it is overplayed. But there was this time in life where it wasn't overplayed, and you would hear it, and it was kind of like Stairway to Heaven. You were like, yes, this is awesome. It takes me on a journey. Now, Stairway to Heaven, you don't want to hear anymore. Bohemian Rhapsody, you don't want to hear anymore. We have Michael Stipe from r.e.m. He was another one. Came out and said, hey, this is me, and I think it gave a lot of hope to kids that were shy about who they were, and it was hopeful. And I think these performers, a lot of people say, oh, I wish they'd all shut up and just do their job. I think when they come out and say things, and people who are fans of them feel that same way or are that same way, I think it's important. I think it's important to them. So r.e.m, of course, singer is gay. Murmur is the most valuable album I have of theirs, making it the most gay r.e.m album I have. $40 to $50 it's worth. Came out in 83, and it came out in 83, and I wrote down that he came out in 94. So yeah, he was probably struggling for a while. Like, should I say something? Should I not? Of course, nowadays it would be really hard. Back then, we didn't have social media. So as a performer, you can kind of perform and then kind of have your personal life. Nowadays, yeah. And hopefully it's more accepting. I just like to say, a lot of people get mad about the rainbow, the whole rainbow thing. And the reason being is they say, the rainbow, no, can't use that because that's a sign from God from the story of Noah. Well, I'm here to tell you, as an animal professional for 25 years, no way you are training a giraffe to go into a crate next to an animal like a cobra. So that Noah story, it's not true. Like the old story, they're fables that kind of explain life. Written by man, that tell man, hey, maybe this is how we should not be pricks to each other. To me, that's the whole Bible shrunk it down. Written by man, for man, don't be pricks to each other. But some people take it legit and they use it for hatred. I don't get it. Let's go back to music. Rob Halford came out in 98 officially. Now, Rob Halford, if you were a Judas Priest fan, I'm thinking around Turbo. Turbo was around, let's see, what was Turbo? 86. So I think if you didn't know after 86, watching how he danced and acted in the Turbo video and dressing up until then with all the leather, and then, if you didn't connect the dots around 86, I hope you weren't shocked when Rob came out officially in 98 to say, yeah, I'm gay. which is heavy metal's got that, that bro rock, that ego, and it's nice to be like, no, everyone in that community is everywhere. No reason to hate. My favorite Judas Priest record, not my favorite, I'm sorry, my most gayest, because it's worth the most of my Judas Priest collection, were $70. Five Souls 10-inch, came out in 2014. I think this was a record day. No, I think this was it was a kind of mail order. I don't know. Not a lot of people have it. Five Souls. Recent Judas Priest, man, is good. They are coming around once more. I don't know if it's going to be their final gig, but I saw them a few years ago and they were great. And those last few albums they've been putting out, tremendous. Mr. David Bowie. And you're saying that he was married, but he was always pretty out there as liking guys, girls, not wanting to put labels on anything, just be who you are, like who you want to like. I'm sure a lot of people in that era and time were that way, but you couldn't just come out and say, because there was still hatred. There's still hatred today for some ungodly reason, but there's a lot of hatred back then. But David Bowie, and the most valuable, the gayest record I have of his, from 2016, worth about $80 or $90. It's his final record that he left us with, Black Star. David Bowie. The world, there's a lot, you lose a lot of artists here and there. In recent times, we've lost George Michael and Prince and a lot of heavy hitters that when you grew up you just hear the music a lot. But one of the heaviest hitters for me personally was when we lost Mr. David Bowie, and you realize, wow, there's no more David Bowie. Wow, it's just, the world won't be the same, man. What a guy. Sometimes it's not the singer who wants to announce what they are doing. Sometimes bands, you always want to be in a band that kind of every member is kind of like known. For instance, Stone Temple Pilots. Name the other guys. And people are like, and picture the other guys. I don't know. I really can't. Yeah. You want to be a band member that just not the singer is getting all that attention. All the other guys are getting equal attention, which is hard to pull off. But to me, I think a band that you can at least picture all the other guys is Faith No More, because all the videos and stuff. And their keyboard player, Roddy Bottom, is part of the gay community. And let's celebrate that with my most gayest Faith No More record, Angel Dust, worth about $90. It's, of course, 92 is when it originally came out, but this is the 2013 pressing of Angel Dust, making it my most gay Faith No More record. And number 4 on the list, we are getting to the top 3 most gayest records I have. I hope you're realizing that community, which is really all of our community, is so much integrated in music. Billy Joe Armstrong is always in the punk community. He's always like, yeah, I don't care, like girls, boys, who cares? People just be their people. More recently in the mainstream community, he's made well known that, I don't care. So good for him. Kerplunk, my favorite studio album of Green Day, making it my most gayest Green Day record. Kerplunk, worth about $120. There you go. Original pressing. Love it. This is pop punk perfection. You kids today want to be in a pop punk band, you don't listen to Blink 182, you listen to this, and this is how you do it. I mean, Blink 182 is alright, but Rufus Wainwright. If you've ever seen Rufus Wainwright live, I have a couple of times. He champions the community, part of the community, the great singer, and I just love his stuff. Want One, this is a 2003 album. This is a 2013 pressing. There's been a few other pressings. This pressing is worth about $165 plus, making it my second most gayest record in the collection. My most gayest record from Rufus Wainwright. Want One. This is a masterpiece. If you like soft rock, pop rock, piano strong music, this is a great record, man. He just, look at that. Rufus Wainwright. Rufus Wainwright. Say that 10 times. Rufus Wainwright. Rob Halford in the house. People, give it up. Elton John in the house. People, give it up. Love it. All right, my most gayest record. And again, hope you're realizing that, hey, they're everywhere, aren't they? The lead singer, Davey Havoc of AFI. Long time been like, hey, man, whatever. This is me. This is who I am. Again, so there's a punk rock. Sometimes the punk rock community is just as bad as the heavy metal community. We're like bro rock. Oh man. Oh, don't be gay, man. Well, they're among us, right? AFI, singer of AFI, long time to say, hey, I'm gay, no big deal. The most gay AFI record I have, and the most gayest record I have in my collection, December Underground original pressing. They did have a 7-inch versions where it's like 3 7-inches, I believe, and it's all the songs on the album. But this is the 2006 pressing, all on one 12-inch, worth about $220 plus. Wow, making it my #1 gay album. AFI, December Underground. All right, well, leave in the comments below some of your favorite performers from the let me see if I get it right now, LGBTQIA community. There might even be an updated version with more letters, but please, can I have a hall pass just to say gay community? Leave in the comments below some of your favorite members of that. As always, hey, let's be kind to one another, man. Come on, let's be nice. Thanks for watching.